Starry Night, a night of a forester's life. When people, in the strokes of midnight, were in the depths of their slumber, we were stumbling in the dark, roaming around the green clubs, December 23rd, 2015. Out there in the woods, a team of 5 foresters, headed by BO Town Handwara, were on the way to safeguard a national treasure. We walked from cluster to cluster in the shivering cold night, but the chills fall flat before the rising temperature of our breathless bodies. It was a mesmerizing night full of adventure I ever have experienced. We hit the road at 0 hours from the nearby checkpost into the mysterious woods, crossed a distance of 20 kilometers by foot, walking stealthily with staves in our trembling hands. Sometimes we walked in a queue like those of soldiers, sometimes to that of a team on the ground. In between, we would take short rests while these officials would create humor, either by their words or by their actions, to keep pace and morale up. I was enjoying my job to its best. In the midnight, we were in the lap of mountainous spines where we collected a stock of dry sticks and pieces of firewood to lit the campfire, surrounded by F5 facing each other for a cheerful nocturnal chat. I looked in their eyes which shone and twinkled, and their pale faces were flushed and animated. The fire burned brightly in soft radiance of incandescent lights, caught the bubbles that flashed and passed in my glasses I had put on. I took hopper and stick out of the pile and shook it to create patterns and ripples to please me. Sometimes I looked through my third eye to see the aura that formed around the tip of the stick, sometimes staring hard at the coal in the fire. We were spending good time around the bonfire suddenly when we felt someone stumbling around the forest. One among us stood up and shouted, "Who's there?" No reply came. He stretched his words in accent. "Hey you! State your business or prepare to get winged." Then came a powerful flash on our faces with low-pitched voice. "Calm yourself, gentlemen. We mean you no harm." A man with 3 stars on his shoulders in a combat uniform was approaching us. With his team, all barrels aimed at us. Wow, I was frightened. However, they nicely inquired and did no harm. Sooner they left the base, we no longer halted our presence over there. We teamed up again and walked back on the road where we had come from. I felt sleepy but kept myself wake up and refreshed, for the distance of 20 kilometers was to be crossed before the daybreak. Lastly, the battle with the chills and the war with the distance came to an end at the forest checkpost. Here we enjoyed piping hot tea, arranged by the official leading the team tonight. The daybreak was just to ooze and spread the light of another bright, pleasant day. We came out and boarded in a vehicle which took us to the range residence, where the supple quilts and fur blankets were laid for us. I lifted the quilt corner, stepped in, and no time found myself on the top of the mountains in the world of ecstasy.